The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Second half begins with a run from Penny. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Again, it's Penny. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So first and 10 now from the 30. A toss running left. This is Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Smith. They set up the screen to Penny. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Smith now to throw. That's caught by Penny. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Lance now on 1st down. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Lance going to throw. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Flushed out right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. This is caught by Robinson. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Smith. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the 50, it's Smith. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. This one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
The focus after that run isn't how many yards they gained. They said they gained a 1st down, and they've been running it well all game long.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. High Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, a 22.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They run over center with Mitchell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7. Lance got a man. That's Ayuk. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. And Lance now to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin with a run by Penny, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Smith. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lance. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's his 10th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 11 overall. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they aren't back within a single point here in the 4th. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Inside handoff, Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Geno. It's caught, block it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. This is the tight end Fant. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He's got room at the 30. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Smith. This will be caught at about the 5. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Penny going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Disley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Lance now on 1st down.
And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over the 100-yard mark for the game. And this defense has just had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps, both passing and running.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
On 2nd and inches.
Lance, he's got Ayuk once again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Throwing now is Lance. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Now a dump off here complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The kick by Gold is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. Sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The handoff, running left is Penny, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. A handoff to Penny. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Smith now to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. And they'll indeed take a knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Seahawks, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage.
And they will be back home next week for a date with the Washington Commanders.